Hey guys, welcome back. It's the Rambling Movie Minutes, our small piece of the internet where we take a moment to ramble about some movies. And now our main rambler, the Rambling Mango, Mulango.
Nice, Mike.
I need some music to go along.
That was a good tongue twister.
I need some music to go along with that, don't I?
Yeah, I like the way you're just shooting bullets there, dripping sweat. I got this. You got this.
We got this. We're throwing this down. It's fine. It's fine. So tell me, man, what's going on in the movies this week?
All right, yeah. Let's just do the quick rundown. So the movie weekend lineup: we had Lone Survivor that took the box office lead this weekend, 73%. Pulled in about 19.6. This is the military movie. This generation's not Saving Private Ryan, Black Hawk Down.
Yeah.
That would have been interesting. Awesome movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely go see it. Definitely, for me, I said personally, it pulls up some questions about just ethical stuff, but in terms of what this movie is about, I think it was really well done. Second movie, Frozen. Frozen's still hanging in there, 14.7%. Oh, wait, that's wrong. Sorry. $14.7 million. But, yeah, I know it got a lot. I think it's at 80-something%.
How many weeks is this for Frozen?
This is now 8 weeks. But it's still in the top 5, at least. Mm-hmm. This is 8 weeks.
Not bad. Real good for a Disney movie like we talked about last week.
Yeah, it's still going strong. So, number 3, the solid number 3 movie was The Legend of Hercules, which was interesting. But I kind of just rounded 3, 4, and 5 all together because they all made roughly the same amount of money. And two of them have been, in the runnings already for a couple weeks. The Wolf of Wall Street, American Hustle. And this being the first week for Legend of Hercules, which only brought in a whopping, it had 4% from the critics. The critics must have been throwing up while they watched this movie. They must have just hated it, which is interesting because I chose not to see it, so I don't know what that says about me.
I can't imagine this being worse than Clash of the Titans.
Yes, that I am not sure about. Just on that point alone, I think I would have to I'd probably bleed watching both of those side by side. That in itself would be a great torture tactic. This movie only made 8.9 million. I believe it was an $85 or $80 million budget to produce this movie.
Jeez.
So they did not even make 10%. Or maybe they just scratched 10%. That would suck. Could you imagine greenlighting this movie? And then, it's great visuals, great everything. I love the story. It's Hercules. We can't go wrong. And then, yeah.
I noticed it says the one of 2 Hercules movies coming out this year.
Yeah.
So I really think this is the one that was supposed to go straight to video, maybe, or something.
It's great.
Hey, make its money back on the Hercules and the Sunday sci-fi showings, I'm sure.
Maybe. Just the TNT straight to movie Friday night releases.
Exactly.
So the big news, or at least the news that everybody was talking about, was the Golden Globes. It seems like the big thing that happened this Sunday. I actually did not watch the entire Golden Globes, but
I don't think any sane man can.
Yeah, Tina Fey and Amy
Poehler. It's a lot simpler than it looks.
Yeah, I mean, seeing how much I like her on Parks and Rec, yeah. I should definitely know her name, right?
So tell me, what were they doing? What were they doing here on the Golden Globes? Because I know I've seen it. Everybody's tweeting about it. Everybody's talking about it on Monday morning. What happened?
Oh, they're just hilariously funny. They made jokes, they spread the jokes everywhere. One of the jokes that they made were the fact that they made a joke about Hollywood. And if you look on the second link that I sent you, put that on your show page so people can go to it. Because it was it's basically their opening skit. But they make a joke about how Hollywood had nothing better to do this year. And when they have something good, they bleed it to death until until people hate it, basically making the joke that they were the host last year. So it's like they're just really funny. I enjoy them as female comedians. But yeah, they took jabs at everybody. Amy actually messed up Tom Hanks' name. She called him Tom Hanks, which I haven't been able to figure out if that was on purpose or not. But a lot of fun. They had a lot of vagina jokes, which was interesting. But yeah, if you take a look at the Golden Globes, I mean, this isn't like I'm kind of beating the bush with this. Every movie that was in the running came out in the last 2 to 3 months. It seems like that's what they do now. You know, like you kind of just stack your movie for November, December, and those are your nominees for Golden Globes. 12 Years a Slave, in my personal opinion, it got best motion picture. I felt like there are just a lot of guilty consciences out there.
Aww. Aww.
Matthew McConaughey. I have not seen Dallas Buyers Clubs, but again, keeping in that trend, movies that win are movies that nobody knows about, and then they all come out in theaters for the next month. What is
like Golden Globes? How are they selected? This isn't a people choice. It's not the Academy or anything like that. Who selects these?
I believe this is the Hollywood's Foreign Press Association. So
really,
what that means, I'm not really sure. I wish I could be in that circle, though. Right? That'd be cool.
Right? Exactly. So, excellent. So, what? Anything else come out of this?
I mean, I don't know. Personally, for me, like, I'd love to hear what people out there, like, other opinions. Going around, like, reading the news on the Golden Globes, and it seems like the general feeling overall is, like, Hollywood just didn't really care. Like, it seemed like a very lackadaisical, like, a very just like, oh, yeah, I won, thank you, and using the opportunity to kind of, like, pad their future, and not so much, like, a lot of people missed, like, thanking their own, like, co-stars and, like, directors. It was directed more to, like Leonardo DiCaprio completely forgot to thank Jonah Hill, like, his co-star, and ended up thanking the people that funded the movie. So it was, like, a weird, like, twist. And a lot of, like, I guess they said the teleprompter wasn't working. So a lot of people went up to receive their awards and present the next show or present the next movies, and would just have to ad-lib it. And it was, like, a very awkward type show. So I don't know. Since I didn't see it, I can't really equate. I'm just like, this is what I've been reading on the news on it. And I'm just like, you know what? I don't really care. I personally prefer just the movies. I could care less about these award shows, but since I review movies, I guess I should care, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Excellent. All right. Anything else, or we can move on here?
No, let's move on. I mean, it's pretty slow week.
I'm not into award shows. They're so, like, self-serving, and I don't even care about who they serve, and we laugh at how bad they are in the long run, and I don't know, but they are part of the industry, though.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think the Sundance Awards are a lot more, because those are people trying to break into the industry, and I feel like those movies are more compelling and usually probably, have more impact behind the story that they're trying to convey and tell than some of these. Not saying that, I mean, like, there are a lot of good movies. I heard Dallas Buyers Club was good. I liked The American Hustle. I thought Gravity was good. So, I mean, there are a lot of good movies here. It just, I don't know, it's weird. Even more weird, actually, just real quick, because I just forgot something about this whole thing. So they showed the best TV series, and Brooklyn Nine-Nine actually won a couple things.
Really?
Yeah. Best actor, so Andy Samberg won, and also they won the overall best TV series.
We're both in overall, or, like, I can't see that really kind of blows my mind.
Yeah, well, overall for best TV series, they were up against Big Bang Theory, which I mean, I was one of the late bloomers. I still don't really watch it, but when I do watch it, there's some jokes that make me laugh. I really enjoy Girls, but yeah, Modern Family and Parks and Recreation. So I don't know. I don't understand. I don't
What's the
think
criteria here? Because you have Girls in there, which is an HBO show, and then you have like it looks like all everyday network ones. Like I feel like there's so much better stuff. Why isn't something from AMC on there with as much stuff as it has going on?
This is true. I mean, yeah, it's best TV. Okay, so music or comedy. Best TV series for musical or comedy. Even still, Girls, I didn't consider Girls funny at all. It was just very like...
Yeah, it looks pretty depressing from the previews that I've seen.
It was a very depressing season. I picked Modern Family or Parks and Rec well before Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I will say that in Andy Samberg's credit, well, I don't know if this is in his credit, he got a lot of crap on the roast of, I can't remember his name.
James Franco?
Franco, yeah. He got a lot of crap on that roast of James Franco about Brooklyn Nine-Nine and him leaving Saturday Night Live to basically try and headline this show by himself. But their supporting cast is funny. So I'll give them that. Like,
yeah, don't they have Terry Crews on that show?
I think so.
Like I will follow Terry Crews to about any project because I think he's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, like they have a lot of people on the show that hold their own. I think in terms of comic relief. I think I don't remember the secretary's name.
Good point. I'm sorry, Krause in the chat room is saying maybe the foreign press can't get AMC.
Well, I don't know. Breaking Bad did win in drama.
Okay.
But doesn't that seem like a given?
Yeah, definitely.
And I guess the big news was House of Cards still winning awards, too.
I believe this is the first Golden Globe for Netflix.
Yeah.
Because this is the first time, because they actually premiered in February, so this is the first time they would have been in. And they're coming back in February 14th, of course.
So, yeah, let's move on. I'm done with this Golden Globes talk.
All right. You got some movies here lined up that you caught, huh?
Yeah, so, I mean, I think I reviewed some of the movies that came out this weekend already last week, so I should do a better job at that, of not giving away too much stuff, but, whatever. These are the movies that I did watch that have come out in the past. The Bling Ring, I checked that out. This is Emma Stone, based on a true story of basically some spoiled high school kids who decide to rob the rich because the rich are stupid and they put their keys underneath their mats.
Okay.
But, I mean, big name people were Paris Hilton. I can't remember the other hot blonde from Mean Girls. Come on, Mike, help me out.
Lindsay Lohan?
Lindsay Lohan. I am one of the only few people I think, well, I'm not going to say that. I think Lindsay Lohan's attractive. In her orange jumpsuit that she's rocking out in prison with. Sure. I could dig it.
Sure.
Bling Ring. That's an interesting movie. The reviews, actually, I use Rotten Tomatoes not as they're not the god of reviews or whatever. They're not the go-to for everything when it comes to their ratings. But I thought this was a funny movie when you look at the comparison to the critics versus the viewers. The critics actually sat through this movie, and 6 out of 10 people said, you know what? I can dig it. And then you look at the user reviews, and people are like, no, this is crap. What the hell? Why did you force us to sit through this? So it's not really more. It's more like a documentary because it's based on a true story. But Emma Stone's character is crazy. People like that make me think white people are all crazy. Grudge Match. Sorry, Mike. That comes out sometimes.
Okay, yeah, sure. That's the kind of show we're running here.
Grudge Match. That's the one with
De Niro.
De Niro and Stallone. Yes, Stallone. This movie's Kevin Hart is freaking hilarious for what he plays in this movie.
Okay.
But it makes me think that Kevin Hart is basically, I don't know if he's part of the process of any of these movies or why he's being picked for these movies, but I don't think he's given a script. I think he's just ad-libbing his way with the joke. Like, all of the jokes sound like he wrote them. Mm-hmm. That he, like... but whatever. I like Kevin Hart. I think it's hilarious. So, but in terms of, like, this movie... I think it's like an old people movie. I mean, they're both old. It's not bad. Oh my gosh, it talks up Pittsburgh like crazy.
I've noticed in the glory shots here, and this is the first I've seen it because I guess I've only seen TV ads for it. Wow,
yeah,
that's some good That's some good views there, Pittsburgh.
It was supposed to be filmed in Pittsburgh, but it wasn't, which makes it even weirder because there's some good movies that have done a good job of portraying, like, you know, the characters within the actual, environment.
So you're telling me that they just did the we're going to shoot the exteriors in Pittsburgh and we're going to go Hollywood the rest of this?
Yes, the exteriors, yeah. Because even the shot, they talk about the Consult Energy Center where they're going to be having the big fight, and I don't even think they got shots of that accurately. And they were also talking about the Pitt Panthers. One of the guys is a coach for the Pitt Panthers, or one of the characters is a assistant coach for the Pitt Panthers. And I'm sitting there like, the Pitt Panthers practice at Heinz Field. That stadium in the movie looks like it's in Michigan.
Oh, wait. They don't actually practice at Heinz Field. The Steelers
I think
the Steelers don't even practice.
It might be. I don't know. You're right. They might not practice at Heinz Field, but they don't practice. I can't attest to where they practice. It might be. It might be where the Steelers practice, to be honest.
It could be. It honestly could be, which is down on South Side, and it is like just a little field with some stands, and it looks like a high school, a small high school stadium, to be honest. So
yeah,
I mean,
the stadium that they portray in the movie is not like that at all.
Okay,
it literally looks like the Buffalo Bills stadium where everything concaves down into like a pit. It doesn't look like Pittsburgh at all.
So you're telling me Gotham looked more like Pittsburgh than Pittsburgh?
Oh gosh, Gotham looks so much more like Pittsburgh. But whatever. This is a movie that if you like these guys, I think you should go see it. I'm not going to hate on the movie because I thought it had very good moments. So. What's the last movie that I saw? Oh, yeah, I'm laughing. Rest in Peace Department.
I almost rented this the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah, I didn't. We just didn't get a chance, but it's with
Jeff Bridges and Ryan Reynolds?
I'm interested. I got to see this because I'm curious about the concept.
I have this weird, like, man crush on Ryan Reynolds. And I will, like, see, like, almost any movie that he's in. But I feel like I should stop doing that.
Like, maybe this is your Ryan Reynolds, as in my Nicolas Cage 8mm moment, where I would go see anything Nicolas Cage was in, and then I was like, oh, he doesn't do bad movies. Then you see 8mm, you're like, oh, I took a date to this. Oh, and now you're, like, kind of... it's a Nicolas Cage movie. What are we getting out of this? Ghost Rider? Really? I don't know.
I don't get in Jeff Bridges, like, and that's the thing that, like, these are the kind of moments where I just want to be a fly on the wall when this project got greenlit, and when they were like, we have two great actors for this, because Jeff Bridges from The Big Lebowski, he was awesome in Iron Man, he was awesome in True Grit, and he was awesome in Tron, and then we have this. Where people are hitting on him because when he comes back to Earth, he looks like a very hot blonde woman.
Jeff Bridges, ladies and gentlemen.
That's all we got.
Yep.
So I don't know, Mike. I have no idea. I would say go see it, but at the same time, everything actiony in it quickly becomes like ruined by them throwing in a stupid love interest subplot. They don't really explain Jeff Bridges' past character except for he died in the Wild West. That whole explanation is just weird. I don't. Yeah, interesting movie. That's one that I would say you put it on your Netflix queue for DVDs, and then you get surprised when it comes in the mail.
Oh, look at this. I got this Jeff Bridges movie. It's supposed to be good, right? That's going back in the mail. No. I'll see it when it comes on HBO or something, I'm sure.
Yeah, or that. You wait for HBO. Or it becomes a coaster.
You know, they've been having some really good... Can I talk about one, actually? I did see a movie over the weekend. I saw two, actually. The Last Stand with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay.
I have not seen that. Did you like that?
That was way better than I expected. Come on! It's got the girl from Thor, not Natalie Portman, the one that plays one of the Asgardians. The one that they've been talking about would make a great Wonder Woman lately. It's really kind of Forrest Whitaker is in it. The basis is there is a cartel guy that gets away. There's this big plan to spring him from the FBI, and they steal him a really, really fast Camaro so he can drive really, really, really fast, because apparently he's driven a race car once in his life from Las Vegas to Mexico. And they happen to have a way out of the country, which happens to be in the small town where Arnold Schwarzenegger, who just happened to be in narcotics in L.A. before he became a small-time sheriff.
How convenient.
How convenient.
You know, sadly, what turned me off to that movie was Johnny Knoxville.
Really? There's not much Johnny Knoxville. There's really very light Johnny Knoxville. Like, I got like halfway through the movie, I'm like, I thought Johnny Knoxville was like one of the names on this, right?
Yeah, why did they... He was like the big prominent one in the previews.
He was, because those were the funny moments. But no, it was good. It's if you enjoy Arnold Schwarzenegger type movies and you are completely okay with things going really really weird at the end, as some of these movies do, because you know, and there's no spoilers this, you know it's going to come down to Arnold Schwarzenegger fisticuffing with the bad guy, right? Even though this guy has an army, and this guy is like old, you know, this is happening, right? And it happens, and you're completely happy about it. Then I watched Silent Hill 2, and that wasn't as nice of an experience.
No, that was not.
That was rough.
Compared to the first one, the first one was so much better.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were trying. They were trying really hard. But, yeah.
It's fine. Somebody made me watch that because of the effect.
Now, I never played much of the Silent Hill movies. I would just stumble around, get killed by something that scared the heck out of me, and there's a lot of fog, and that's all I know, right? So I was very pleased by the first one, and I liked that the second one actually touched on one I was a little bit familiar from friends playing it with Silent Hill 3. But please don't make another one. Please. Yeah. You know? It's just like, oh my God, really? How many Resident Evils can you make? You know.
Oh, that's true. That's true. What number are we at with Resident Evil?
They gave up on numbers.
Oh, they gave up on numbers? Now it's just
Apocalypse, Redemption, Extinction. I don't even know what version of the end of days we're at this point.
Oh, man. But with Resident Evil Red Snow. Oh, there we go.
So tell me, what's coming up in the movies here this week?
Oh, what is coming up in the movies this week? That's a good question. Hey, Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit.
This is the Hunt for Red October guy, right?
No.
This is the Tom Clancy Patriot Games.
Yes, it's Tom
this
Clancy.
Guy. This is like young this guy. Again, he's played by Captain Kirk, which is I guess
that's who I was like. Star Trek Captain Kirk. Yeah, I don't know. I am mildly interested. I have free passes for this tomorrow. So I have one pass. If you tweet me, maybe I will let you come with me.
What night's that?
Tomorrow night.
Oh, no. I got my nephew doing
wrestling. But yeah, I don't know. I'm mildly interested in that one.
I am. We watched the trailer yesterday, and it looks like a good action flick. I don't know if it's a theater worthy, but I think that's one we would definitely enjoy watching here.
Yeah. Also, you got Ride Along, which is another Kevin Hart movie, and Ice Cube.
So I mentioned briefly on Waze. Waze is a GPS on your smartphone you can get, and they pop down. And sometimes you get these little ads, right? I had this thing popped out for Ride Along. I was get Kevin Hart to give you directions on your Ways.
Oh, you got Kevin Hart.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It's like, it was like 5 minutes of this thing. It's like, take a left now. It's like, no. And that was it. It was just him yelling at you to turn one way or another.
That is awesome.
It was horrible. And the most like stereotypical like black voice that you know, and like, why is my phone yelling at me? Then I left it on. And when I went in, and I'm like, and my phone's yelling at me again to take a left, you know.
Stop yelling at me, Kevin Hart.
If you ever see that come up on your ways, do not hit that button.
Stop it.
I would have accepted I think Ice Cube would have been really great for a GPS.
I don't know. Maybe. And finally, it's a nut job. Which,
what is this?
Yes, Hey, Mike, I think the link that I have on there is wrong for you.
Yeah, because I went to another ride along, so I'm not exactly sure. I'll bring it up.
Yeah, but we have the lead, Katherine Heigl. That's so sad. So voice actors, we have her. We have Liam Neeson. We have Will Arnett, Brendan Fraser, Stephen Lang, the bad guy from Avatar, or the general from Avatar.
Okay.
Basically, whatever. This is what's the studio that's doing this? I don't think I've ever heard of.
Yeah, I just saw him pop up in the trailer. Yeah, I've never heard, like Redbox or Router or something like that. It's yeah, this is a new studio, but I guess you're going to see a lot of these popping up, right? Yeah,
I mean, let's be honest, with the way technology is going, it's definitely opening up the doors for a lot more of these studios to break in.
Yeah.
Which, in all honesty, is good, but it tends to oversaturate the animation market, which then makes people dilute the product. So, I mean, I like animations, and I probably will not see this. Just because.
It's just another... Just being a cartoon, being 3D animated, it doesn't make you special. You have to be a Despicable Me Too in order to actually be somewhere with it, right?
Yeah. So... But, I mean, I do commend the effort, and we'll see what they do.
Awesome. Hey, from the chat room, we did get some comments here. Chachi says, you were talking about Ryan Reynolds, and I knew we'd get a comment from Chachi about this. He says, and he's yelling this in all caps, I will not. I've watched Ryan Reynolds act alone in a box for 2 hours. Maybe that speaks to his man crush on Ryan Reynolds.
I like Ryan Reynolds. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm probably weird. I probably like his humor stuff more. Like his romantic comedies are probably better than his act. Like Green Lantern was just weird. And a lot of people hated Green Lantern.
Could have been better. All right, yeah. Mulango, if people want to talk movies with you and tell you how wrong you are, like Chachi does here in our chat room here every Tuesday night live at 5:30 p.m., live.sorgatronmedia.com. Where else can they find you on the internet?
At the Rambling Mango on Twitter. Hit me up there with questions. I'm actually going to start posting free movie passes that I receive. I'll post links on that. So follow me on Twitter, and yeah, if you come hang out with me, go see some free movies. But yeah.
Awesome. With that, for Mulango, I'm Sorg. We're over at Sorgatron. You can check out all the shows and everything at sorgatronmedia.com. Look us up. Hey, we are now on Stitcher. So if you go to Stitcher.com, you can look us up, or if you download the app. We're going to look into getting this probably on Spreaker here soon as well. And, of course, you can find us on iTunes and YouTube at the Sorgatron Media page for the moment. We'll be breaking this off to its own YouTube very, very soon, so keep an eye out for that. But, of course, sorgatronmedia.com for all the links and the postings for this episode and information. And I did tweet your Golden Globes video of Tina Fey and Amy Poehler to the Sorgatron Media Twitter, so go check that out here for that video as well. So with that, thanks, Mulango. We'll see you guys next time on The Minute.